Inclusive teaching, supporting all students in the college classroom. Uncovering biases.
One of the most challenging aspects of inclusive teaching is stepping outside of our own perspectives, experiences, and preferences when we are designing a course. Students and instructors alike come into the classroom with unconscious and conscious biases. When instructors leave their biases unacknowledged and unexamined, they can impact not only interactions with students, but also the choices they make about what frames of reference, abilities, and needs are prioritized.
When instructors favor students who look or think like they do, rely on their own cultural backgrounds when selecting course content or determining student expectations, deliver instruction through the same format throughout the course, or use language that's not inclusive of all students, they perpetuate habits and biases that make it difficult for all students to engage and succeed in higher education classrooms. No matter how well-intentioned instructors are, these actions, which are sometimes unconscious, can keep instructors from engaging with students as whole people and in ways that make students feel valued and included.
Instructors' intersectional identities and biases definitely impact the classroom, but not in the ways that I think we all immediately think, that you're coming in with a negative bias and therefore are marginalizing or othering students, and we have a tendency to be concerned about that. Instead, they come in because we all have biases, right? It's just the way that we see the world. So one of the things that instructors have to do is be able to surface those biases for themselves and to create some awareness of their earned and unearned advantages and disadvantages so that they know how those are playing out in relationship to how they interpret what students are doing, how they interpret student behaviors or student conversation or emotions in the classroom.
Content is clearly one dimension of inclusive teaching, but it's not the only dimension. So methods are another very important dimension. What pedagogies we use in the classroom? What are the ways in which we might reenact existing systems of bias unwittingly? So research shows, for instance, that professors, both male and female, are less likely to call on women when they raise their hands, are less likely to ask follow-up questions, or women are more likely to interrupt women more. I've actually observed professors in the classroom where I actually started counting down the numbers of times where they did something like this. And when I showed them the numbers, they were horrified because they did not think of themselves as having those kinds of biases at all. And so the lesson from that is that because we've been raised in the kind of society that we live in, we have internalized certain things and we don't even realize that we're doing them. And so when we become intentional about this, we all have an opportunity to create a better climate for all our students.
For the next activity, we ask you to go take a version of the Implicit Association Test, or IAT, which will help you uncover your own biases. There are a wide variety of IATs to choose from, and you can select any that you are interested in learning more about. After you've completed the IAT, please return to this course and complete a reflection question about your experiences taking the test. Now go take the IAT. We'll be here when you get back.